Plaintiff, Julia Berry, says she is still legally married to the defendant, but she left him nearly 20 years ago. Julia claims the defendant is a crack cocaine user who cheated on her throughout their marriage and even assaulted her twice, and she's suing him today for emotional distress. Defendant Richard Berry says he's never stopped loving Julia, and he admits that she is a great mother, but claims she was a horrible wife. Richard says Julia is the one who was verbally and physically abusive, and she's also the one who cheated on him.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today to take Mr. Berry to church because he needs Jesus. Okay? This man has put me and my two lovely sons under dire stress for many a years.
When did you get married?
1989 of March.
So he's done what since that time?
Drugs. As you can see by the drawn in effect of the man, he's still a crack cocaine user. Okay? And he's living with my two older sons now, who have been numerously times in contact with me.
How old are your sons?
25 and 23.
What's wrong with that, him living with his sons?
Well, let's see the endangerment that he puts them in for their home life.
Okay. Do they say anything, or have they decided to move? They aren't minors, these aren't children.
Out of the graciousness of their hearts, you know, after he was incarcerated.
They're all right with it?
Not at this present time.
Why didn't they put him out?
Oh, they have. As of this Sunday, I was
So he's out?
Well, not yet until he gets back.
What were you talking about this Sunday? What happened?
Well, this Sunday, they changed the locks on
So he
the
is
apartment.
out if you change the lock?
Well, I mean, you know, he's out, but he's still in. He's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
I'm so confused. You are married in 1989. How long has he had a crack habit?
Let's see, since 2007.
How long?
How long what? The thing that I'm asking though is because I'm not here because of what's going on with me today. Supposedly I'm here because of putting her through emotional distress or putting her through whatever.
Well, that's what she was describing.
Okay.
She was describing.
You don't even know what you're here for.
I know what I'm accused of being here for, but go ahead.
You said, sir, she said she is clear about why she has you here. Since 1989, you all were married. However, you said he's only been on crack since 07. And so what was occurring between 89 and 07 that caused you emotional distress?
Well, Your Honor, I basically raised my two sons independently on my own with my mother, my grandparents' help. Mr. Berry was a philanthropist, okay?
Oh, that's nice of you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, ma'am, I am too.
Philanthropist?
Oh, wrong terminology.
I'm a philanthropist.
You see,
Well,
I donate to
he basically
scholarships.
was fooling around on me for many years.
Oh, that's
Okay.
philanderer.
Philanderer. My bad. Well, you know what I meant.
All right, so he has cheated on you since the beginning or throughout the marriage?
Throughout, yes.
All right, so that's one of your claims of emotional distress.
Yes.
And what else other than cheating? Because, you know, the courts would be lined up if men or women could sue for cheating.
I agree.
What else has he done? Maybe you have something else. Was he hitting you? Now that's something different, and the courts do allow a couple to sue each other if there's a physical assault. They don't allow judgments because of fussing and arguing verbally and not coming home at night. But has he ever physically assaulted you?
On 2 occasions.
When was that?
Wow.
That was back in like around 90, I think it was 95.
That's
if
when
I'm
you
not
should have
incorrect.
sued him, man. All right, so he assaulted you twice, and he wasn't a good father.
Definitely not.
All right, and he cheated on you.
Yes. While I was pregnant, 8 months with his second son.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. And the question is, you all still together, you're married, you said he lives with your sons. When did you all stop living together?
Well, I left the state, basically, because I really wanted to get away from him. I live in Pennsylvania.
When?
I moved in 2012 of December.
You all were living in the same household up until then?
No.
That's what I'm asking. When did you separate household?
1996.
96?
Yes.
Why haven't you divorced?
Oh, I have the papers here to show you why.
Why? What are
Because
the
he
papers
contested the divorce.
All right, and did he win or lose? Obviously, he won.
Well,
The judge made you stay with him. You just won't come home. You need to sue her. Let me see those papers. The judge told you to come home, you gotta come home. Even though that's a very archaic law that a person can contest the divorce and demand that the judge order you remain married. So, whereas the parties herewith duly married to each other, presently pending in an action for divorce, she indicates to me that with a view toward arriving at a prompt settlement, she will be willing to withdraw her request for issuance of a qualified domestic relations order, establishing her interest in her client's pension. You want that pension, doctor. That's why you went back. That's why you canceled that divorce. You want that pension. I see what it is now. Sir, you give me some background on this.
Well, first of all, I've known my wife since she was 12 and I was 14, right? And I love my wife. I've never, ever stopped loving my wife. And the thing about it is, I'm not trying to bash her. I don't want to bash her. The bottom line is, she's a great mother. She's a great mother. A horrible wife. Great mother. I'm hoping she'll attest to that, because she's always been attentive to the kids and she cook and clean and stuff like that. But it's like I said.
Well, maybe if you were home,
excuse me.
Maybe you would have known what kind of wife I was.
You had your chance. You had your chance.
Sir.
I'm sorry. And
how was she a bad wife, since you're going to make that allegation here?
Oh, okay. I've never assaulted her.
No, you say she was a bad wife. Back that up.
Okay.
Not going to let you say this about this woman without backing it up.
Okay. She's actually the one who's actually cheated in the marriage. All right? Now, you can accuse me of cheating all you want to. But
I'm not accusing you of anything. I don't know you.
But the bottom line is, unless you can prove that I was cheating, I can prove that she cheated on me.
Okay.
Right?
So she's a bad wife because she cheated, you allege.
And as far as I'm concerned, she's been the one that's been verbally abusive, physically abusive, all right? And if she's ever gotten hurt or in the process, it was in the process of me maybe defending myself, all right? I've come from a...
What about this crack?
I don't smoke crack. I don't smoke crack.
All right. She says that was part of the problem during the marriage.
No.
All right, good enough.
Your Honor, may I please just say one thing?
Yes.
Look at this man. You look like a raisin in the sun. You're all sunken and drawn in. I'm 2 years younger than you. You look like you could be my daddy.
I'm what? I'm 48, almost 50 years old.
I know crack when I see it being used, and you using crack. Yeah, you may be able to fool this court, but you ain't fooling me.
No. I'm not trying to fool anybody. I mean, you're the one out here making these allegations. I'm just here defending myself.
Your sons have been telling me everything that you're doing.
Listen, you are bringing me up on things supposedly that went on through our marriage and through the time that we were together. We haven't been together.
So why are you suing him today, ma'am? This is 96.
I'm glad we could get to that, Your Honor.
Yes.
Because when Mr. Berry was incarcerated.
When?
In 2007, okay, I was left to pick up all the pieces. I almost lost my home. Me and my children were almost homeless. I had nowhere to go. My mother had passed away in 2005. Me and my children have been through a lot of stress, okay? Emotionally, in every which way you can think of. I'm here fighting for them. mainly. I mean, it's not about me. It's bigger than me. This is not about me.
You're
it's
here
about
fighting for them. So if you win, you're going to give them money?
I told them that.
So
Yes, Your Honor.
why didn't they come with you to try and get their money?
They just didn't want to be
They
didn't want to be in between us, Your Honor. They've been in between us long enough.
Your sons, do you get along with them? Did they change the locks on you?
No.
If they did, why?
No, they haven't, Your Honor.
You still there?
Yes, sir.
1 foot in or both?
Both.
She said 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
As far as I can remember, as of the other day, both.
Sir, I don't know if you're still on crack, but you got crackish ways. Nonetheless, ma'am, I must tell you today, if the courts recognized and granted a judgment for deadbeat fathers, as you allege he is, or neglectful husbands, or husbands that argue and run off and get high and are philanthropists, the courts would be lined up. I can't grant you a judgment for this. Had you had some recent physical abuse from him, then I perhaps could grant you a judgment, but within the statute of limitations, not in 96, ma'am. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. Bye-bye.
Honestly, I didn't even know there was a rift between the two of us. You know, I helped her move 2 years ago. Did I not help you move? Did I not drive the U-Haul to take you to Pennsylvania?
And you were paid. It's not like
I wasn't
it cost
paid.
you anything.
I wasn't paid. You were going to pay.
It didn't cost you a dime.
It cost me everything to get back because you couldn't pay to get me back home. Do you not remember that?
Well, you know what, Richard? You're still a crackhead. Good day.